Why the hell is dating so hard?
I don't date guys with muscles. You're like fake smart. That's dumb. I don't like the way your dog looked at me. You ate meat for dinner. I don't really have an excuse.
You you put yourself out there again and again and again, and you just keep meeting these people that aren't right.
That's dumb.
Welcome back to the Strategy Club. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about a real life strategy that has actually helped me. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the relationship blueprint. Now, this is an AI powered application that I used to help me with dating. For those that don't know me, I'm actually divorced twice, but fundamentally they ended because we just weren't suited long term. There were a lot of things early on that worked well, but when you're not suited, those things fall apart the longer you're together. So I didn't want to make that mistake again. And I wanted to meet someone that I could make their life better and they would make my life better. So that's how the relationship blueprint came into being. So today I'm going to run through how it works and what it gives you at the end of using it. All right. So the relationship blueprint is just a packaged way to deliver something that I found for myself, which is all the things that I was looking for in a partner. And if I met someone that matched those things, then there was a higher probability of the relationship being successful. So this is that application. So when we begin, we're actually reviewing 3 relationships that have failed. Now, if you don't have 3, it can be tricky to actually complete this. And I also needed to make sure that my answers had enough depth for the AI to analyze. So I added in this little locking mechanism that doesn't allow you to go to the next question until you've provided enough depth. So what drew you to this person? We were halfway through this sentence and it was working. Anyway, so we get that, and then we would go on to the next question. So as you can imagine, doing that for 3, there's only about 5 questions, but you do it for 3 relationships. So it can take up to about 20 minutes to complete. It can be quicker, depending how long you have to think for the answers, because they have to have a bit of depth behind them. Now, I'll just show you what actually happens. So once you finish it, I put in a test mode so I could show you. So it analyzes your answers, and then it starts to look at patterns between the 3. And the end result is all the traits and behaviors and characteristics that ideally are suited to you. And that means you have so much more clarity. So in relationships, you are a deeply reflective and emotionally attuned person. You cherish connections that are genuine and nurturing. Okay, so as you can see, it goes, it's a fairly in-depth sort of thing, all these areas of life that it's looking for who you would match with. It gives you in-depth sort of thing, all these areas of life that it's looking for who you would match with. It gives you red flags, green flags, even gives you personality types that would be suited to you as well. And you can save and print this as well. So you can take this with you.
So the way that I ended up using the blueprint was when I would match with someone, I'm just trying to think. I would initially what I started doing to get a conversation going was I would talk about something from their profile to make it kind of interesting for them. I spent a lot of time doing that, and it it's kind of a numbers game on those apps. Like you you want to put as many options out there as you can. So then what I ended up doing once I had the blueprint was I just started sending it straight away. And I said, this is what I'm looking for. Is this you? And in most cases, it wasn't them. But what I found was because I put out this very clear description of what I was looking for, it's almost like they wanted to be accepted, and they would kind of try and live up to the things in the blueprint, which is kind of crazy. But I did a bit of research on that, and yeah, psychologically that is a thing. So I had to weed out the people that weren't really truthful, and it's pretty easy to tell that. I mean, you just ask a few questions, and yeah, like if someone's not being honest, you can pick that up. So yeah, the people that did sort of meet the criteria, it sounds so bad. The people that were a good match for me, let's say that sounds way better. So those people, yeah, I went. I think in the end there was like three matches that I had where I was like, oh, this could be something. It was a very, very good match, like compatibility wise. It just turns out that, you know, life experience is another thing. So I won't say any of the details, but there were just certain things that about our stories, about our histories that, yeah, just once they learned that or I learned that, just didn't really work out anymore. So the person that I'm with now, though, same personality type as me. So we're both very systems thinking. We can be very blunt, which to me, like, I don't. It doesn't feel offensive. There's as long as there's an understanding of respect under it, and we both recognize that. And as long as we maintain that respect, you can have that conversation. You can have the difficult conversations, and it's not going to turn into a fight because they know you're not attacking them. You just want the best for the situation, for yourself, for them, for everything. So yeah, I'll keep going with it, but I would, yeah, I would love it if you're having difficulty dating. You know, comment, try out the blueprint, and have some success.
That's dumb.